Hey everybody, here it is 12 days after Hurricane Milton. The water is still very high. I always like to come out to especially the St. John's when we have a hurricane, only just to kind of experience a different view of what Florida is like after one of those devastating storms. Yes, of course we have a lot of the old people's homes and things like that being flooded out or destroyed, and that's a really ugly side of hurricanes, and it's always really sad and it's heartbreaking. But there's also a beautiful side, and a side that is often overlooked, and that's what's going on in some of our wilderness areas, especially if they're located next to a river such as the St. John's. Right now I'm sitting right out in the middle of their floodplains. They get flooded out every year. I'm not even sure how deep this is. Let's see. Oh, I'd say it's about 3 feet deep right here. And when I was approaching this series of palm trees out here, I was kind of concerned that they weren't even underwater, but as I got closer, I could see that there was a significant amount of water still in there. But my intention really is to document the beauty of the woods when they go from hiking trails to kayaking trails, and that's one of my favorite things to do every single year when the waters come up, is to find a way in to these woods here and just paddle around on the inside, because they're absolutely beautiful. The fact that you can go so far so quickly just cutting through the woods makes a trip like this actually very easy. This is one of my hiking trails here. I very often come out to this trail, especially during low water time. But it's only about a foot deep, so I'm having a hard time pushing through, but it's all right. This is what an adventure looks like, guys. There's just Caesar weed right here. That's not good. It's in full bloom though. This plant right here, it's called Caesar weed. You've seen me talk about it before. It's in the mallow family, which is related to hibiscus. It is edible, but it is considered famine food because the young and tender leaves still have sort of a sandpaper-like texture. But the flowers are really nice. And hibiscus, it gets its name because the flowers turn really viscous when you eat them. And a little beetle here. Look at him. Oh, get. Oh, he don't want to go nowhere. I'm putting him back on. Come on, get on that plant. No, fool. You ain't getting on me. There you go. So I gotta push through this. But like I was saying, hibiscus is edible, and these guys are no exception. They are pretty much the same. You eat the flowers. turn really slimy and viscous. I made it out of there. You know, being uncomfortable, spiders, it's hot, it's dense back there, it's hard work. If any of these kind of things bother you, this is definitely not the activity for you. All right. Now that's an incredible view. Just so beautiful, just wide open out here. This tree is awesome. Now I've seen this tree a bunch of times, but I've never actually paddled underneath of it. I've hiked under it, but this is a great big old oak. Just right back there, a cute little alligator sitting up on the log right there. So that's alligator 2 today. Keep an eye out for more of those. Alright guys, now this is a really interesting phenomenon. These fire ants here have built a raft, and this is one of the ways that they get around. This is also one of the ways that they preserve the colony. And now these rafts can be really nasty, really nasty. Once they figure out that there's a like some kind of warm body or something that they can eat, they just rip it to shreds. Definitely not going to be putting my hand in the fire ant mound this time. It took over a year for those scars to heal from that video. Yeah, no way. I learned my lesson the stupid way with them. Let's just make sure you keep your eyes out for things like that when you're exploring floodwaters like this, because they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. I've got a big pile right there. I've got a pile over here. There's a pile climbing up that rattle box over there. Just nasty. They're everywhere out here. This is all right. I'm going through this this little wetland right here. This little, well, it's not little at all. It's actually a really wide patch of grass out here. Now the main channel is over there about 150 feet or so, and I'm just staying up in here. Just make it a little easier for myself because I can't really fight against the current. But there's a lot of stuff hiding in here. Every time I get close enough, something disturbs the water and tries to swim away. So quite a bit of water in here. But it's not so difficult. I mean, it's sliding over top of this grass, okay?
most of them are young. And pretty soon all of these guys are all going to turn white. really cool. There's bunches of them. They're all up in the trees, all around. There's a. Let's see. Trying to keep it nice and quiet. But there was some behind me here. I think they started to just kind of migrate over to the rest of them. Anyways, I'm gonna let these guys alone and move on. I'm actually really surprised they allowed me to get this close. Well, guys, it seems to me that my brand new $1,300 camera decided to go on the fritz. As you can see here, I got the power button right here. Forward is camera, center is off, and reverse is media. So right now it's off and it's in a camera position. Turn it off and it wants to read the SD cards. So, and if I go to media, nothing happens. It stays the same. So I am dead in the water with this camera here. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of moisture got into it or something, and it's on the fritz, and I'm about to crash into a tree. But for the most part, this camera is done for the day. So anyway, I'm gonna put this away in a dry bag and then put it in the box back here, and then start heading back. I'm at a location right now where the Econ, it's basically the mouth of the Econ that dumps out into a place called Puzzle Lake, and then Puzzle Lake becomes part of the St. John's, and that heads north. Now the wind is still coming out of the northeast just like this morning, and in fact I think it's a little worse now. In fact, if I was on tour, I most likely wouldn't be putting guests in the water at this time because the winds are that strong right now.
So that's about it, guys. So I'm about 3/4 of a mile away from the boat ramp. I'm just kind of drifting with the wind right now, taking it easy on my arms. I'm gonna watch the sun go down. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sight right here. I'm really enjoying this, and I appreciate you guys coming along today. Even though I had that, failure on the main camera like that, it's kind of heartbreaking. Hopefully, it resolves itself. But for the most part, I did have a good time, and I'm glad you guys came along today to check it out. I don't think the water is nearly as high as it had been in previous years, but that's still okay. I'm glad it's subsiding quickly. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming along today. Thank you for all the support, and like always, take care.